Guess whose song this was? I've got your picture that you gave to me, and it's signed with love, just like it used to be. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got your picture, he's got you. I've got the records that we used to share. They still sound the same as when you were here. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got the records, he's got you. I've got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your class ring that proved you cared. Still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got these little things, he's got you. I got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I got your class ring that proved you cared. Still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new, I've got these little things, he's got you. I've got these little things while he's got you. Patsy Cline, of course, 1962. Some 50-plus years ago, Patsy Cline's assertive demands for equal pay and equal treatment for all women performers totally changed the world for women in country music forever for the better. Patsy Cline was no patsy. She always referred to herself as the Cline, and she and others who knew her or had dealings with her were often heard to say, "You don't mess with the Cline." It's just one example of many that could be given. Back in those days, and by those days I mean the late 1950s, it was customary that male performers, male headliners, were paid before they did their show, whereas the female headliners didn't get paid until after their performance. What this meant for the women, of course, is that they frequently didn't get paid at all, because while they were up there performing, the promoter would take all the ticket money and skip out. Or he would come up to the woman after the show and he would say, "Oh, little darling, I really feel bad about this, but I'm sure you'll understand because there's nothing we can do about it. You see, I just couldn't sell very many tickets for your performance, so I was out there on the street having to give these tickets away. And so I didn't take in very much money, and because of that, I'm only going to be able to pay you a small fraction of the fee that we agreed on." Now, this would all be blatant lies, of course, but what could a woman do? Well, the Cline came up with a solution. It goes like this. My understanding is she only had to do this once or twice. She shows up to a venue for a performance with her band. They're all getting set up. Just before they're due to go out and perform, she goes to the promoter and says, "Our fee, please, sir." And he takes her by the hand and pulls her in close, pats her on the shoulder and says, There now, little lady, don't you worry your pretty little head none about that there fee. You just get out there and do your little show. I'll square up with you good and proper right after." And she would just continue to glare at him with her hand out and say, "No pay, no play." If he didn't put the money down on her hand right then, she'd turn to the band and say, "Pack 'em up, boys, we're out of here." Then she would scoot out real quick between the curtain, say hello to the audience. "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Patsy Cline." Thunderous applause. We had a really fantastic show lined up for you tonight, and I just feel terrible about this, but the promoter is refusing to pay us, so we're not going to be able to perform tonight. We're going to have to leave. But you'll get your money back, don't worry. We'll start with you, a big fella here on the corner. Just come up on stage, everybody line up, the promoter's right here. Take him by the hand and demand your full ticket price back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to refund your money. But we're going to have to go. Let's try this again some other night. Good night. And then they take off. Well, almost overnight, every other woman in country music did exactly the same thing. So the promoters found out that they had to pay the women up front just like they paid the men. Patsy Cline did scores of things like this, and as a result, she was greatly loved and idolized by the other women in country music. Interestingly enough, the men in country music, almost all of whom were unreconstructed rednecks and were certainly not feminists, they all liked and respected Patsy Cline too, because, you see, the men all hung out next door to the Grand Ole Opry at Tootsie's Orchid Lounge, where they'd go drink almost every night and tell dirty jokes and talk shop. Well, Patsy Cline used to hang out there too, and she'd sit with a whole group of men. Lots of times she'd be the only woman around, and she'd be telling dirty jokes and drinking beer for beer and talking shop with these guys half the night. So they all learned. They got to know her and trust her, and they learned that she was not a man-hater. She was an authority challenger. And these young men were all authority challengers too, so they felt a very close bond and affinity with Patsy Cline, and they liked and respected her as much as the women did. I got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I got your class ring, that proves you cared. Still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new, I got these little things, he's got you. I got these little things, while he's got you. I love that story. So long.